Let's go next to our caller from the 315 area code. Who's calling today from 315?
Uh, oh, am I on?
Yes, you are. Who's this?
Hi, I'm Phil from
Phil, what's up?
Syracuse. Hi, first time caller. I was just thinking about how all this is going to impact the election and impact just politics going forward through the rest of the year and beyond. Uh, I mean, the current protests as well as the pandemic. I mean, I would want to believe that this is going to really be a one-two punch to Trump to the Republicans, but I I've been concerned about a backlash coming, and as well as I think even if the Republicans are taken out and Trump's taken out in the election, that they tend to do better as an opposition, and they tend to do better campaigning and having something or have someone to run against. And so I just wonder if any good can be made from this, if we can get Democrats and progressives into positions of power to affect change, that it's not going to lead to kind of a similar backlash, just like after Obama and Democrats came in after Bush, and then
So
very
listen,
quickly
there's a
ran
lot of
into.
questions in there. Let's address at least a couple of the things you're mentioning. First of all, of course, Republicans are going to take whoever is ever in power on the Democratic side, demonize them, fundraise by lying about them, come up with the most horrible allegations and assert. Of course, that's going to happen. If we say, well, then we'd better not elect anybody, then we're just going to lose every election. So, of course, they're going to do it. We need to be better at fighting them rather than ceding the space and conceding that to them. Your first question was, could there be a backlash and Trump rockets to reelection in November? I think the answer is yes. And this is why I've been urging such caution. Right now, we've got a disastrous economic situation, partially fueled by a disastrous reaction by Trump to the pandemic, combined with Trump saying, hey, here's the solution to protests about police brutality. Let's send in the federal military to be even more brutal. Like, it's crazy. Joe Biden is up 11 in some polls. Okay. I think it is, you're very right to be skeptical that this is going to hold through November. If the protests die down, it's very unlikely the protests are going to last 5 months. If coronavirus continues to decline in a lot of places, I mean, it's going up in some places and it's very much down in some places. But if the economy starts to appear to be recovering, you could get a window of 6 weeks in late October into November where Trump gets himself reelected because people feel like, hey, things are getting back on track. And so I think we need to be very careful about looking at any of these polls that say, oh, Biden's going to crush him. Biden may crush Trump. Biden may lose. And we've got to be really careful about it.
Right, and obviously I've never been the type of person that felt like you shouldn't vote even if your candidate didn't win in the primary.
Yeah.
And also that I do believe that Trump does have a chance of winning still. Although again, I want to believe. I mean, I'm not going to let myself be lulled into a false sense of security, but I do want to believe that he's on his way out. I think I'm just very scarred from, because I came of age politically really when during Obama's first election, and that's when I think my beliefs started
Yep.
to become solidified. And I think just the backlash to him, how swift it was. I mean, I remember it was around when the Tea Party first cropped up. It was between like February or April 2009. I mean, it was, if I recall correctly, it was very soon after he came in, and then it was the 2010 midterms. I just think that's something too. I mean, I'm probably getting ahead of myself, but
Yeah, listen, Phil,
I
here's
just
what we got to do. Let's try to replace Trump with Biden. Let's try to take control of the Senate. We've got 5, 6 good races that could be won. And then, okay, the opposition party tends to win in midterms, but maybe this time they don't. And then we fight for the 2022 midterms. We can't win the 2022 midterms this November. We can only win the elections that are this November, if that makes sense. All right, my friend, I'm going to let you go because I've got a bunch of people who want to get on. Let me take a quick break. If you're holding, don't hang up because we will get right back to the phones momentarily.